Well, come on in, guys, and welcome to a little video here in Microsoft Flight. We are currently at London Heathrow. We are in the Boeing 777 from PMDG. We're just going to do a little video getting you set up with a flight plan and getting her in the air. So let's jump over. Let's jump on over to our virtual airway. We are currently flying for British Airways virtual airline. So let me just share the screen here and we can go over what we're going to do here. So we are in the flight center. We are currently at London Heathrow and we are going to book a flight. Now we can narrow this down. We can narrow this down by aircraft. So we are going to select the 777 and we are going to do a flight to Geneva. So let's book that flight. It's going to take us on to the next page here. Okay, current location. Ooh, what happened there? It should have booked us to Geneva. There you go. Let's do we have an issue with this one? I wonder if Vamsys is down. Let's just narrow it down, make sure we're okay here. Let's book that flight. Here we go. Right, so we are in 777. Let's go from here. And we are gonna select the correct aircraft. Go let it do its thing with cargo and passengers. And we are going to dispatch via SimBrief. In fact, let's dispatch it without SimBrief first. Let's do that. Okay, so let's go SimBrief. So we want a manual SimBrief. So let's go here. And let's go generate our flight. Route is not valid. That is down to that. Let's use the suggested route. It's down to that. Our AIRAC cycle is up to date, so it's obviously behind on the airway. Let's make sure we have correct profile set. We are gonna make sure we have the correct aircraft registration. Okay. Lido. Got all our information there. Now I'm gonna change the time roughly. I'm gonna change that to 6 AM because I'm gonna advance the time a little so we're not sitting in the dark. So let's make that a 6:30 departure. Let's apply that. And let's generate that flight. We're happy with that route. Alright, so we can come out here now. And we can jump in to the aircraft. We should be about set up here. So we are going to do it with the SimBrief this time. We'll do it with the SimBrief this time, and we'll do another video manually inputting all of this. So let's request that. We've got our data from SimBrief, and we are going to go over here straight to the FMC. And we're going to start filling this in. So let's do our pause in it. Now, our GPS is waiting for INS, so let's get the Adderall on. And wait for that GPS position. And we'll enter that. So our last position is here. Yeah, we could use the reference airport. We don't need it, but we'll put it in. And we'll put in our GPS pause, and it's pretty close to what we're expecting. Let's put that in there. Click on route. And let's route request. Grab from SimBrief. We're going to set the payload. We're going to set fuel. We're going to select the route. And it's going to request. Okay, let's load that. There we go, that is ready there. Let's grab our tablet here and let's have a look at our OFP and just have a look at the routing. Okay, so it is expecting us to depart from runway 27 right. So let's go to depart. Let's narrow it down from 27 right. And we are going the Maxi 1 Foxtrot. So Maxi 1 Foxtrot departure. Okay, let's go to our SID. Our star, sorry, for our arrival. And it is expecting us on runway 22, so we have an ILS approach. Let's go for the ILS approach. And that is on Lusar 2 Romeo. So let's select that. Lusar 2 Romeo. And the transition SPR. Okay. So let's go through the legs. We're going to look for any discontinuities. And we have none, so let's activate that and execute. And that is our flight plan in. We can then cycle through it. If you want to just make sure that there's no issues, we're going to come up here, set to plan, and then we can step through the legs, making sure there's no issues. And we're going to get vectored, so we're expecting that. Vectors to SPR, so that is good. Right, okay, so we can also set up some fixes. Let's make a fix for, let's come off the plan so we can do this. Go back to map. So we've got runway 22 and we're going to set up a fix. And I'm going to put a 25-mile ring for our arrival. I'm going to put a 10-mile ring. And I'm going to put a 5-mile ring. Okay, so we've got some rings there. We're also going to put a ring here. So I'm going to put a 25-mile ring around Heathrow. So let's go to page 2 and let's put in Echo Golf, Lima Lima. And let's put a 25-mile ring for the SID. Okay, right, so we have that. We have our ring, so we should be able to see that if we zoom out. There we go. So that is our 25-mile ring there. Alright, so we have our message here telling us that the descent forecasts are ready. So let's go to route data. Let's just request those winds. They are already requested, so let's load them and execute. And the W shows that we have some wind data for that. Okay, so we're going to want our descent forecast uplink. So we're going to go to FMC com, and we are going to go to descent forecast, and again load. And that is that done. Okay, next thing, we are gonna go into the init ref, and we have some information already there that we can already accept. This is going to be pulled from the OFP, so let's pull that. Okay, and because we're in Europe, I'm gonna set that minimum fuel temperature to -44. That gives us a warning, because the freezing temp of jet fuel in Europe is -47. So at -44 is going to give us a little bit of a warning before it happens. So let's get that in there. Okay, zero fuel weight. Again, if we click on the button, it is going to pull it straight from the aircraft. There we go. We can get that in here. Okay, thrust limits. Now, we are going to need some performance data. So let's go to the performance tool. Let's import from the OFP. And we were departing. May I forget? We are departing from 27 Romeo. So 27 right. Okay, 27 right. There we go. We're going to import the information from the aircraft. We could also pull it from the OFB, but it's probably going to be more accurate from the aircraft. We're going to leave flap config. We're going to leave that to optimum. Rating for optimum. Config, I am going to leave that off. AC config, I'm going to leave that to auto. Let's import the weather. So 14 degrees on the ground, and winds 210 degrees at 6 knots, and QNH 1006. So let's calculate. Okay, so it's going to give us the accel height of 1500 feet, flaps 5, N1 888.1, and we are going to be on a D rate. TO2, so let's select TO2, so that's the 20%. N1 is showing 888.1, but that should hopefully change. We're going to put in our select temp, so let's put that in 44. There we go, so 88.5, which is close to our 88.1, that's fine by me. So takeoff, it's suggesting flaps 5, we'll go with that. Our CG is 29.3, so let's go for that. So that's 29. Okay, we could say 30. Let's say 30. Okay, and trim 4.5. Alright, so all good to go there. So takeoff VREFs, we have 153, 150, 153, and 159, which matches here. That's all good there. Okay, so I think we are all good there. Everything is looking good. Now let's have a look, see if we can get information for our acceleration height and thrust reduction. And we do have a little tool from Black Box. You can find this. I'll put a link to the website. It will hopefully give us some information for this airport. So let's have a look, see. It should give us our accel height and thrust reduction. So let's have a look-see here. Okay, so we have 27 right, acceleration 1600 feet. 1600 feet. Okay, thrust reduction. Okay, so that's for the engine failure. Engine failure is 1600 feet here. So engine failure, acceleration height 1600. Thrust reduction 1090 feet for both the thrust reduction and the acceleration. It's 1090 and 1090. Okay. Outside air temperature is 14 degrees. Okay, takeoff speeds are deleted, so let's just double check them. So let's go back to takeoff. 150, 153, 159. Just can reconfirm them. Okay, all good there. So we are all good. Cruise altitude 3,000 feet. Economy crew 37,000 feet. Yeah, we're all good. We are all good. So we are pretty much ready to go here. So we need to set our trim, which was 4.5. So let's get rid of black box here. Let's get rid of that. And 4.5 on the trim. So this moves in quarters. Oh, I tell you what we haven't done. So we're looking for some hydraulics. Now you will notice that the light is on for the brake source, and our brake pressure on the accumulator is down. So what we need to do is we need to come up here and we need to turn on the right electric pump here. Turn that to auto, and we have got rid of our light, and we have our brake pressure. Okay. So all good there. We can get rid of you just now. And let's set our trim now. So 4.5, as I said, it moves in 0.25 increments. So that was a step down of 2. Okay. For takeoff, select rejected takeoff. We need to come up here and put in our free speed, which was 159, and our initial clearance on London Heathrow will be about 6,000 feet. Okay, select that, and runway heading on 27 right. Now you can get this quickly from the first track, the first leg here, so 269. Alright, so let's RML nav. Oh, let's get the flight directors on first. Get the flight directors on. RML nav, ARM VNav. We can go ahead and let's just set for spoke 2000 here. Oh. Okay. And that's on TARA. Alright. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am gonna start up the APU. Let's start up the APU, and we are gonna spawn ourselves onto the runway rather than taxiing out, save a little bit of time. So this is just to demonstrate the setting up ready for takeoff. I think I did hit start. Let's just make sure. Let's get the pumps on. Okay, Let's get some lights on. We're ready for spawning on the runway here. Let's get the beacon lights on. Let's get the strobe, runway turn-off lights, and the landing lights. Wait for that APU to be up and running. Let's make sure we are on local pressurization. So let's just double check that, get that one. There we go. Hitting B to set that. Okay, sounds like we have APU up and running. Sounds like it has moved to APU bleed. And packs are on. Alright, let's start the engines. Let's just start here. So you can select start and instantly put the fuel control on. Don't need to wait. It'll do that all automatically. So wait for this to get started up here. Let's get rid of ground power and everything while we're waiting here. Let's just make sure all the ground connections are away. So you can remove it all, hit and remove chokes. And that will release or it should release the ground power. Okay, there we go. There we go, chokes are off. Right, sounds like engine 2 is almost started. There we go. Start number 1. Add the fuel. At recall, everything all right there. Right, just make sure all the seatbelt lights and things are on. Takeoff. And once we are ready, I'm just going to spawn this onto the runway and we'll use portal for that. So just wait for engine 1 getting started here. Wait for it to stabilize. Okay, that looks pretty good. Right, so I'm going to use portal here and a little tool with Flow Pro. So we are taking off from 27 right. So let's select that and hit go. I think it's got spawners over there. Takes a minute just to load things in. It looks like we are on the end of the runway here, ready to go. Alright, so let's just get ourselves sorted out here. So we are going to need flaps 5 for takeoff. Flaps 5 are selected. Let's just make sure those are down and ready. So flaps 5 is selected. Checkout list is incomplete, but that's fine. We can do that. So if we just come on here and before takeoff, should be alright. Okay, that gets rid of that light. Alright, flaps 5, we are ready to go. So let's get the parking brake off. Parking brake is off. And we are set here. Alright, so ready for takeoff. So we are gonna push the throttle forward. We're gonna look for 75%. And then I'm gonna hit toga. And stable. And toga. Thrust ref. So all the information that we put in the FMC is going to control that now. Control our speeds with the auto throttle.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps 1. There we go. Nice and controlled. Gotta start making that turn. And continue on. And at this point, if you so wish, you could select the autopilot and it will fly your route. There we go. We're just a little offline, obviously. There we go. So that is it. So we're just waiting for that flaps up speed. So let's move to flaps up now. Flaps are coming up. And flaps are up. There we go. Well, hopefully, guys, that has helped you out with getting yourself started in the Boeing 777 from PMDG. Any questions? Feel free to drop me a message in the comments below, and I will try and get back to you as quickly as possible with any answers if I can help you out there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, whatever you're getting up to, and I will catch you in the next one. But thank you once again, and bye for now.